everyone, and thanks for joining us on this special Friday edition SFU Volleyball on Clan TV. I am Tamara Nip. The Clan volleyball team is back in action tonight in the West Gym to close out its 4-game homestand against the visiting Montana State Billings. We'll have more on the Yellow Jackets team in a moment, but a quick recap of Red Night on Tuesday. Playing in front of a packed West Gym filled with fellow student athletes and enthusiastic fans, Simon Fraser took number 7 ranked Western Washington to 5 sets, but couldn't make it over the final hurdle. The game went back and forth, with the Vikings taking the first set 25-19, and the Clan evening the match with their own 25-19 win in set 2. SFU took the next set 25-23 to go up 2-1, but dropped sets 4 and 5, 25-14 and 15-8 after giving up early runs to Western. With the loss, SFU drops to 6 and 7 overall this season, 3 and 4 in GNAC matches. Junior outside hitter Kirsten Pinkney had another strong offensive showing, tallying 20 kills, while Tessa May and Nicole Chevrier added 15 and 11 kills respectively. In addition, Betsy DeBeer had 14 kills to go along with her 3 blocks. Setter Julia Tays dished out 58 assists, and she also had 2 aces, a block, and 21 digs. Katarina Dolge recorded a team-high 24 digs. The team looks to get back in the win column this evening against Montana State Billings, led by head coach Casey Williams. The Yellow Jackets earned a split on the road last weekend, falling to Seattle Pacific in 5 sets 8 days ago, before picking up their first conference win of the year against SMU, also in 5 sets. MSUB has a 7-8 overall record, and they are 1-5 in GNAC play. Last season, SFU swept MSUB as the Clan picked up a pair of 3-1 victories against the Jackets. That's it for us on the pregame show. We'll have the anthems and player introductions for you right now, so stay with us. You're watching SFU Volleyball on Clan TV. Welcome back to SFU Volleyball on Clan TV. Today's game is live streamed on YouTube, and you can watch it at athletics.sfu.ca/VB live. So in case you guys are just tuning in, starting tonight for Simon Fraser is libero Jamie Bratsberg, number 1, Katerina Dolge, number 3, Tamara Clark, number 6, Betsy DeBeer, number 14, Nicole Chevrier, number 16, Julia Tays, and number 21, Tessa May. I'll have Montana's starting lineup in just a moment. I missed it in the introductions. And in case you missed our pregame show, Simon Fraser is coming into this match 3 and 4 in GNAC matches, and Montana State Billings is coming into this match 1 and 5 in GNAC play. So both teams tonight will be hungry for a win. So starting for Montana State Billings is number 6, Maddie Vigil, number 7, Alexa Smythe, number 9, Skylar Reed, number 11, Evan Taylor, number 13, Miranda McConnell, and number 14, Riley Moore. And libero is Isela Alvarez. So starting serve for MSUB is number 7, Alexa Smythe. Good pass from Jamie Bratsberg. Nicole Chevrier on a 61. Great dig from the libero outside. And just a little long from number 9, Skylar Reed. Point for Simon Fraser with libero Jamie Bratsberg serving. Tight pass. And setter number 7 will be called on the net. Simon Fraser leads 2-0 in the first set. A little out of system from MSUB. Great dig from Julia Tays. Tamara Clark stepping into set. Great swing and great kill cross court from Betsy DeBeer. Here's the replay. That's a good pass from libero outside. Roll shot didn't quite make it over the net, so point for Simon Fraser. Simon Fraser out to an early lead, 4-0. Great serve from Jamie Bratsberg. Outside to Riley Moore. Great kill down the line from number 14, Riley Moore. Substitution for MSUB, number 10, Taylor Sherman coming in to serve. Good pass from Betsy DeBeer. Back to her outside. And just a little long from Betsy DeBeer. Score is 4-2 for Simon Fraser. That's a great serve from Taylor Sherman. A roll shot, good pickup from Isela Alvarez. Great dig from Katerina Dolge. To Tessa May in the middle. It was a little tight. That's a good pickup from Taylor Sherman on the right side. And referee is calling Riley Moore on the net. Point for Simon Fraser as they now lead 5-2 in the first set. That's a good serve from Tamara Clark. Good dig from Jamie Bratsberg to Betsy DeBeer, cross court. Great dig from Taylor Sherman. Outside to Maddie Vigil. Good pickup from Katerina Dolge. Outside to Betsy DeBeer. And that's a good roll shot. A little off speed from Betsy DeBeer. Just switching it up slightly, catching that defender off guard. Score is now 6-2 for Simon Fraser. And Tamara Clark just serving into the net. Serving for MSUB is libero Zella Alvarez. Scores 6-3 for Simon Fraser. That's a good pass from Betsy DeBeer to Tessa May on the step around. That's a great swing from Tessa May into that deep cross-court corner. Double substitutions for Simon Fraser are coming in while you watch the replay. Kirsten Pinckney coming in for Katerina Dolge and Bianca Tay coming in to serve for Betsy DeBeer. That's a good pass from Rosella Alvarez. Great X-ball play. Good pickup from Tamara Clark. Tessa May on the step around again. That's a good dig from number 7, Alexis Smythe. Good dig from Tamara Clark from the right side. And just a little long from Kirsten Pinckney. Right idea. I think if it was a foot shorter, would have scored. Substitution number 12, Katie Campbell coming in for number 14, Riley Moore. Simon Fraser leading 7-4 in the first set. Good pass from Jamie Bratsberg. Tip up and over the block from Kirsten Pinckney. That's good touch from Alexis Smythe. Bianca Tay able to pass that free ball. Kirsten Pinckney with the swing down the line. That's a great dig from Katie Campbell. Free ball coming. And a free ball scoring for MSUB. Smart play from MSUB. A lot of the times teams will send a free ball short, and most teams will try and keep it away from the libero, so very smart play from MSUB, followed up by another nice ace serve from Katie Campbell. Scores 7-6 for Simon Fraser. Simon Fraser will be out of system. Good roll shot from Kirsten Pinckney. And Taylor Sherman trying to take a swing on that. I don't think she was quite ready, didn't have the right momentum and approach to carry her ball up and over the net. Point for Simon Fraser. Scores 8-6 as Tessa May serves. Good scramble play from MSUB. Outside, great dig from Tamara Clark. Great defense from Taylor Sherman. And Maddie Vigil with the roll shot. Good pickup from Nicole Chevrier. Great dig from Zella Alvarez from the 51. MSUB sending a free ball. Some miscommunication there between Kirsten Pinckney and Tessa May. Outside to Maddie Vigil. Good dig from Tessa May. Outside to Kirsten Pinckney. Blocked. Good block coverage from Tamara Clark. To Kirsten Pinckney again. That's a great pickup from Katie Campbell. And Simon Fraser, Julia Tay is winning the joust of the net for the point. So Simon Fraser now leading 9-6 in the first set. That's a great serve from Tessa May. Outside to Maddie Vigil. Good dig from Tamara Clark down the line. To Kirsten Pinckney, a tip. Good pickup from Maddie Vigil again. Good lead from Tessa May. That ball just went a little wide. I think MSUB is playing some great defense right now, mainly Taylor Sherman, Katie Campbell, and Isela Alvarez. They're getting lots of touches, lots of extensions on the rallies. Outside to Maddie Vigil. Good dig from Bianca Tay. A setter dump that's easily read from Maddie Vigil. It's not a bad play from Julia Tays, but she'll need to go a little bit higher. When she's a little far off the net, you can tell she was close to around the attack line. There's a lot more time for the blocker to read the ball. So from the time that it leaves her hands to when it's coming over the net, it's a lot of time, and that's what gives the blocker enough time to get up in the air and actually block that ball. So for that to be effective, it either needs to be higher so the blocker can't touch it, or Julia Tays needs to be a little bit tighter to the net so the blocker can't react fast enough. And there's a replay. That's a great block from Alexis Smythe. So Simon Fraser will be sending a free ball. A little tight. Great swing down the line from Kirsten Pinkney. Scores 11-8 for Simon Fraser. Good serve. MSUB will be sending a free ball. Good call from Jamie Bratsburg to Tamara Clark. Good dig from the libero. Oh, and I think the play's going on. Lots of chaos going on, but outside, and that's called on the antenna, so it'll be a point for Simon Fraser. Scores 12-8 with Julia Tace serving for Simon Fraser. And ball is long. Good pass from Kirsten Pinkney. Nicole Chevrier with a great swing down the line. And MSUB unable to bring the ball back. Point for Simon Fraser. Score is now 13-9. Double substitutions coming in for SFU. Katarina Dolge coming in to serve for Kirsten Pinkney, and Betsy DeBeer coming into the front row for Bianca Tay. Good up from Katarina Dolge. Nicole Chevrier on the 51. Great kill for Nicole Chevrier. Simon Fraser now up by 5, 14-9 in the first set. Both teams still have their 2 timeouts, so I'd imagine Casey Williams of MSUB will look to take a timeout soon unless MSUB can change some of the momentum. Just a little too far from Evan Taylor. That's a good idea. MSUB needs to mix up their offense. So yeah, that will be Casey Williams' first timeout for MSUB of the match as Simon Fraser leads 15-9. So I think MSUB could mix up their offense a little bit better, but of course you need to get the pass in order to be able to run all 3 options. We've seen a lot of, I think, just a lot from their 2 left sides. So I think they'll look to get some of their middles a little bit more involved in their right side. Simon Fraser overall is playing fairly well. A few scramble plays, a little bit of miscommunication, but we've been seeing it from both sides. So I think they'll iron it out as the match goes on. But Simon Fraser, keys for them, they need to keep pushing. The set's not over. We've seen, if you've been following the Simon Fraser games, we've seen teams come back on them from being down by more than 6 points. So Simon Fraser needs to keep pushing, play those mini games, so they'll need to go get first to 20 and then first to 25. Katarina Dolge serving for Simon Fraser. That's a great serve. Good pass from Azella Alvarez. X ball. That's a great kill from Skylar Reed. Substitution for MSUB. Number 14, Riley Moore, coming into the front row for number 12, Katie Campbell. Betsy DeBeer. Great swing cross court from Betsy DeBeer. Let's see the replay. Good pass to attack with a great swing to finish the rally. So if you just missed that, number 9, Skylar Reed with a tip kill. On an X ball. Good pass from Betsy DeBeer to Tamara Clark on the right. Great block touch and good pickup from Alexis Smythe. Good dig from Katerina Dolge. Tessime just a little tight. Good cover from Katerina Dolge. Great set from Tamara Clark. Good dig to the right side. And that's a good almost touch from Julia Tays. Not much she could do there. Score is 16-12 for Simon Fraser. That's a good short serve. Good roll shot, good dig from Jamie Bratsburg to Tamara Clark on the right, and just a little wide. That's a good idea. Tamara Clark has had a few cross-court swings, so as a hitter, you always want to be mixing up your shots, whether that's aiming to different areas or mixing up the pace, so whether that's a hard swing, a roll shot, a tip, off speed, things like that. And that's a great run from Julia Tays. She had Tessime go around on a step, Tamara Clark come around on an X ball, sometimes holding MSUB's blockers, giving Betsy DeBeer, I think, a little bit more space on the pin. Good up, outside to Maddie Vigil. Great swing, great touch from Katerina Dolge. Simon Fraser will have to send a free ball. And an X ball again, great block from Tessime. And that's a great cover ball from number 14, Riley Moore. A little unlucky for Simon Fraser, but I think they would have had enough time to react to that ball. So just something they'll need to be a little bit more ready for. Score is 17-14 for Simon Fraser. And service error into the net from Azella Alvarez. Double substitutions for Simon Fraser. Kristen Pinckney coming into the front row for Katerina Dolge. And Bianca Tay coming in to serve for Betsy DeBeer. Good pass. Number 13. That's a great 31 kill from Miranda McConnell. Substitution for MSUB, number 12, Katie Campbell coming in to serve for number 14, Riley Moore. The score is 18-15 for Simon Fraser. Good pass from Kirsten Pinckney. On the inside set, great kill from Kirsten Pinckney. Serving for Simon Fraser, Tessime as they lead 19-15. Good pass on an inside set, and that's scoring from number 6, Maddie Vigil. So MSUB seems to be scoring quite a bit on some of their tips. I think Gina's advice on those would just be stopped on point of contact, be ready to move forward. Your weight needs to be balanced. You can't really be leaning one way. And then just getting ready to react and run through the ball versus having to slow down a little bit and then dive for the ball. MSUB catching up a little bit. It's 19-17 for Simon Fraser. That is a great dig from number 12, Katie Campbell. I don't think she actually thought she would get that one. And then great block. I think that was mostly from number 13, Miranda McConnell, but number 7, Alexis Smythe was also there. So Gina Schmidt, oh, there's the replay. So Gina Schmidt taking her first time out of the match as Simon Fraser is leading now only by 1, 19-18. Some of the things, oh, let's see a full replay. Yeah, so you can tell, I think Katie Campbell got a little lucky there. She's probably been told to stand somewhere just behind the attack line in case it gets hit down the line. Any higher, if Kristen Pinckney was aiming for that deep corner, I don't think she would have had enough time to react and get her hands up. But that's part of the challenge of digging down the line. It can be a little scary. You're quite exposed, but if you just angle the ball into the court, the rally will usually go on. So MSUB has been scoring most recently on some X balls and a lot of tips. And then Simon Fraser, I think, can buckle down a little bit more on defense, play a little bit better through the scramble and the chaos, because MSUB seems to be doing, they have a lot of great digs, and sometimes with digs you can't 100% control them to where you want to go. If they're up, that's good enough. So I think Simon Fraser needs to do a better job of controlling the unexpected. That's a good pass from Kirsten Pinckney. Inside, that's a good tip up and over. Very smart play from Kirsten Pinckney. She's been mixing it up, I think, to establish herself on that one ball that we saw the replay for 2 plays ago down the line. She knows that defender is thinking about it, so that defender probably has backed up a little bit further than she was before because she doesn't want to get nailed in the face. So for Kirsten Pinckney to have that tip just up and over the block is a really good shot. So that was followed up by just a wide attack error from Kirsten Pinckney. Scores 20-19 for Simon Fraser. Good step in from Jamie Bratsberg. Good swing from Tamara Clark on the left side. Double substitutions for Simon Fraser. Katarina Dolge coming in to serve for Kirsten Pinckney. And Betsy De Beer coming into the front row for Bianca Tay. Simon Fraser leads 21-19. Sending a free ball over. Tamara Clark on the right. Great tip. That's a great kill from Tamara Clark. It looked like it was a little bit tight, so nice to see that she was still able to get a kill out of that. Simon Fraser leads 22-19. That's a good pass, out of system slightly, a little tight. Great block from Tamara Clark and Nicole Chevrier. And Casey Williams will be taking her second timeout of the first set. Let's see this replay. So very tight ball. The blockers were where they needed to be, but essentially on those ones we would call it a trap set where it's really tight and inside, and it really doesn't give your hitters that many options other than swinging and hoping your team is there to cover you. So a little bit hard of a situation there. So coming out of this, I think MSUB might try and run some sort of play to move their left side into the court. We've seen their left sides have been effective on some X balls, so I wouldn't be surprised if we saw something like that. But Simon Fraser, they were up by 6. Casey Williams took her first timeout at 15-9. So MSUB caught up quite a bit, got within 1 point. Simon Fraser has just recently gone on a, I think, 3-point run. So they'll look to keep this going to close out the first set. And that's a long serve from Katarina Dolge. Substitution for MSUB, number 14, Riley Moore, coming back in for the front row for number 12, Katie Campbell. Good pass from Katarina Dolge to Nicole Chevrier. Straight up. They're going to call Nicole Chevrier on the net. I think when she swung down, it was a little bit, oh no, it was when she landed. So just the momentum carrying her into the net a little bit. And Jamie Bratsberg stepping in, a little tight. Good pickup on the left side. And that's a good kill for number 14, Riley Moore. A little unlucky for Simon Fraser. I think Julia Tays or Katarina Dolge would have had that. Tamara Clark hadn't tried to get her hand up. Let's see the replay. So Gina Schmidt calling her second and final timeout of the first set as MSUB has fought back and they're within 1 again. So score right now is 23-22 for Simon Fraser. I haven't seen MSUB play yet this year, but I think Simon Fraser looks a little flat. If you weren't watching on Tuesday night, it was Simon Fraser's Red Night. There was a huge home crowd. Pretty much all the seats were filled with a big sea of red from student athletes supporting the team. Tonight it is a Friday night, so I think the students have other things to do. So the crowd is definitely not comparable to Tuesday. So I think Simon Fraser is just feeling it a little bit, but hopefully they'll be able to get the ball rolling, gain some momentum back, and then carry off into the second and third set. And that's a great serve from Alexis Smythe. The beauty about float serves is that they have a tendency to just drop. That's why it is essentially called a float serve. So the idea is that you can track the ball no matter what, but if the ball is floating, it might have some unpredictable shifts, either side to side or up and down. So I think that one definitely looked like it dropped. And then in case you didn't see the substitution, Angelica Kielberg came in for Tamara Clark. And Tamara Clark coming back into the front row for Angelica Kielberg. Simon Fraser, this is set point, 24-23. That's a great serve from Jamie Bratsburg, challenging them deep. Good dig from Katarina Dolge, Julia Tays to Betsy DeBeer outside. Good self-cover from Betsy DeBeer. Good set again. Good cover ball from Katarina Dolge. And great line swing from Betsy DeBeer for the first set. So Simon Fraser takes the first set pretty close, 25-23. We're going to take a short break. Thanks for watching SFU Volleyball on Clan TV.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor. It's tough for us to put it all on the line.
Don't undo my hard work with poor sportsmanship.
Respect. It's the name of the game.
Any day at SFU may feel like just another day. But any day here has enormous potential. The potential for something significant to happen. Like the day when you might find yourself engaging with the outside world. To create a lasting impact on many lives. Or the day when you might unearth something that inspires you to start a business. Or the day when you might become an instrument of change. Or discover where you belong. Or take advantage of an unconventional education. To become part of something huge. In fact, any day has the potential to have real impact. Because any day at SFU is not just any other day.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Welcome back to SFU Volleyball on Clan TV. In case you're just tuning in, Simon Fraser just took the first set 25-23 after MSUB had a pretty good comeback after being down by as much as 6 points. So I had the statistics from the first set. MSUB actually hit in the negative. So in terms of hitting percentages, a team that's hitting around 200 is doing fairly well. Obviously, the higher the percentage, the better. But to be in the negatives means you actually made more hitting errors than even continues or kills. So Simon Fraser also not having the greatest hitting percentage either. So in perspective, MSUB is hitting a negative 0.51, and then Simon Fraser's at a 106. So typically, if you want to win a set, you need to get around 14 kills. Simon Fraser had 13 kills, but they also had 8 errors. So that's what's bringing down their hitting percentage by quite a bit. While MSUB had 9 kills and they had 11 errors. So I think both teams could be playing significantly better, but I think they'll probably eventually flow into that as this game carries on. And Simon Fraser winning the first point of that rally after a great defensive effort from number 6, Maddie Vigil. Julia Tay serving for Simon Fraser as they lead 1-0. MSUB having to send a free ball over. Nicole Chevrier. Great kill from Nicole Chevrier. Number 6, Maddie Vigil, is playing a lot of defense. Hopefully that will inspire her team to follow suit. Great block from Tamara Clark and Nicole Chevrier. Good dig from Jamie Bratsberg to Kirsten Pinckney. And just wide from Kirsten Pinckney down the line. Substitution for MSUB. Number 10, Taylor Sherman in for number 9, Skylar Reed. Took Kirsten Pinckney on an X ball. Great tip from Kirsten Pinckney, so smart. And double substitutions for Simon Fraser. Katerina Dolge coming in to serve for Kirsten Pinckney. And Betsy DeVere coming into the front row for Bianca Tay. That's a good pass to the right side. Great dig from Katerina Dolge. Great out-of-system ball from Julia Tays. Good hard cross-court swing from Betsy DeVere. MSUB having to send a free ball. Great pass from Tamara Clark. And Nicole Chevrier scoring on the tip up and over the block. So I think Simon Fraser looks like they're making some in-game adjustments. I think in the last set, Simon Fraser was swinging quite a bit. So now MSUB defense is kind of ready to dig more. So now Simon Fraser is going to challenge them short. And point for Simon Fraser. That's a good tool from Tamara Clark. It was a pretty tight set, but she pushes the ball into the blocker's hands and outside to the antenna. So point for Simon Fraser as they're off to an early lead, 5-1. And a missed serve into the net from Katerina Dolge. Good pass from Jamie Bratsberg to Betsy DeVere. Great dig from Taylor Sherman. And referee is calling. I think that was Nicole Chevrier they called on the net. I missed their hand signal. Good pass from Betsy DeVere. Tamara Clark on the right. Easy read for Zella Alvarez. Good touch from Julia Tays. And just long from Tamara Clark. And referee calling touches, so point for Simon Fraser. Simon Fraser leading 6-3. In the first set, Tamara Clark was hitting a 500. She's leading Simon Fraser right now in terms of hitting percentage, so I think SFU will need to keep going to Tamara Clark, feed her a little bit more, give other hitters a chance to recover. Good pickup from Katerina Dolge. Tessa May on the 51, great up from Taylor Sherman. And Jamie Bratsberg with the chase down, that is a great fix. Simon Fraser keeping the rally alive. And almost, that's a great kill from Riley Moore. That was great hustle from Jamie Bratsberg. She just got set, very smart for Riley Moore to swing back down the line. Simon Fraser leads 6-4. Great kill from Tessa May on the step around. And Tamara Clark serving for Simon Fraser as they lead 7-4. And that's into the net. Simon Fraser still having quite a few service errors. First set they had 3. This set I think they're already at 2. So something they'll need to cut down. Good pass from Betsy DeBeer. That's a good up from Maddie Vigil. It's nice and high. Free ball coming back to SFU. And a great dump from Julia Tays. Perfect pass from Tessa May. Gave her all options. She could have set the ball or been an offensive option as well. Double substitutions for Simon Fraser coming in. Kristen Pinkley into the front row for Katarina Dolge. And Bianca Tay in the back row for Betsy DeBeer. Good pass from Maddie Vigil. Good dig from Tamara Clark. A little low for Kristen Pinckney. MSUB will be sending a free ball. Good up from Kristen Pinckney. Oh, great up from Katie Campbell. Great dig from Kristen Pinckney. That's a good dig from Isela Alvarez. Great read from Kristen Pinckney on the block. Good up from Tamara Clark. Great block from Kristen Pinckney and Tessa May outside. Good dig from Bianca Tay. Great pull from Julia Tays. And MSUB, Alexis Smythe getting called on a double. That's a great rally from Simon Fraser. It should be a big momentum shift for them to have won that rally. Julia Tays had a phenomenal pull off a tight set. She had established herself as a front row offensive option, and then for her to make a great save and pull it off the net for Kristen Pinckney to get a swing at. That is what they need, and Tessa May following up that rally with a nice kill in the middle. Simon Fraser leading 10-5 now in the second set. Good pass from Isela Alvarez. Good dig from Tamara Clark. Oh, some miscommunication. And that's a great kill from number 9, Skylar Reed. Substitution for MSUB, number 8, Bailey Monk, coming in for Miranda McConnell. Simon Fraser leading 10-6 in the second set. Good pass from Jamie Bratsberg. And that's a great block. I think that was mostly Skylar Reed blocking Tessa May. Good pass from Jamie Bratsberg. Tessa May again. Good block coverage from Bianca Tay. Good self coverage from Kristen Pinckney. Back to her. Great set from Tamara Clark. And referee calling number 11, Evan Taylor, on the net. So a point for Simon Fraser. Simon Fraser leads 11-7 in the second set. Step around, great kill from number 11, Evan Taylor. Substitution for MSUB, Riley Moore coming in the front row for Katie Campbell with Alexis Smythe serving. That's a great up from Bianca Tay and a great swing from Kristen Pinckney. If you can see on your screen, it was a bit of an inside set. Most hitters have a tendency to go hard cross. Kristen Pinckney tried to challenge down the line, which can be dangerous if the blocker is there. However, I think the MSUB blocker had shifted in cross court, so giving Kristen Pinckney quite a good area for her to swing at down the line. And that was just a long swing from Tamara Clark on the right side. I think that's her first error of the night, so she's still hitting very well. Simon Fraser leading 12-9. Good pass from Kristen Pinckney. Nicole Chevrier on the step around. Nicole Chevrier with a tool kill on her step around. Double substitutions coming in for Simon Fraser. Katarina Dolge coming in to serve for Kristen Pinckney, and Betsy DeBeer in for Bianca Tay in the front row. little tight. I think SFU should know that the setter's back row right now. But that's a great kill from Tamara Clark. So I say that if you see a replay, I'm not sure if you will, but both Betsy DeBeer and Nicole Chevrier went up to try and block the setter, number 7, Alexis Smythe. But when she's back row, she's not actually able to dump the ball over the net. So the better play for the blockers in that situation is to stay down and focus on picking up their hitters. Scores 14-10 for Simon Fraser. Pass from Betsy DeBeer to Tamara Clark. Great dig from Alexis Smythe. Free ball to Simon Fraser. X ball, Betsy DeBeer, and point for Simon Fraser. Referee is calling touches. Scores 15-10. That's a great play. It looks like a little bit of confusion. I think Nicole Chevrier was probably supposed to run a 31. She looked to be more in the 40 zone. So in case you guys don't follow volleyball, the net is essentially divided up into 9 areas. So the court is 9 meters wide, so each area of the net is into a different zone. So typically on the right side, that would be the 9th zone, and then where the left side, the front of the left side is, that would be the 1st zone. So when we say like a 31, that would be in the 3rd meter from the left side of the court or sideline. So 51 is pretty much dead in the middle, and then yeah, 61 would be right behind the setter, and then a step around always lands in the 9th zone. And then on the 51, the 1 of that refers to the height of the ball. So 51 is about 1 foot or 1 meter above the, I guess, either point of contact or head of the net, usually around the same if the setter's jump setting. And then so that's why on an X ball, so where the left side comes into the middle, loops around, it would sometimes be referred to as a 53 because it's in the 5th meter along the net, and it's around 3 meters up in the air. So different types of sets that you can run there, but essentially you can run an entire offense just saying the first meter of the net and then the height of the ball as well. And that's Maddie Vigil just swinging into the net. So Simon Fraser's taken off a little bit, 17-10 here in the second set. I'd imagine Casey Williams will use her second timeout soon if MSUB can't side out. And that's a great kill from number 13, Miranda McConnell. Substitution for MSUB, number 12, Katie Campbell, coming in to serve for number 14, Riley Moore. Good pass from Katarina Dolge. X-ball with Tamara Clark. Great dig from number 12, Katie Campbell. Good dig from Katarina Dolge. Outside to Betsy DeBeer. Great dig from Isela Alvarez. And that was very unlucky for Simon Fraser. I think that hit the net and then bounced up. I don't think it touched any of the blockers. That's why they couldn't locate the ball. Simon Fraser leading 17-12. That's a good pass from Katarina Dolge. Tessa May on a high 53 there and scoring. So on that one, MSUB, the blockers were in line. I think they just didn't press their hands quite far enough over the net. Let's see the replay. Yeah, because it falls back onto their side. If they just pressed a little bit more, it would be landing on Simon Fraser's side. That's a great kill on a step round from Miranda McConnell. She's been playing very well this set. I think Simon Fraser should try and track her a little bit more and try and shut her down. She's been scoring from, I think, a bunch of step rounds and in the middle as well. That's a good pass from Betsy DeBeer. Back to her outside, a little tight, but she was able to find her way through. Great kill from Betsy DeBeer. Double substitutions coming in for Simon Fraser. Kirsten Pinckney into the front row for Katarina Dolge, and Bianca Tay in to serve for Betsy DeBeer. Simon Fraser leading 19-13 in the second set, as Simon Fraser leads the match 1-0. That's a good block, Kirsten Pinckney and Tessa May. A little tight, good up from Tessa May. Good roll shot, great up from Katie Campbell. Good dig from Tamara Clark. Good setter dump. Good easy pickup for Katie Campbell though. And that's a great kill from Skylar Reed. Substitution for MSUB, number 8, Bailey Monk is in for number 13, Miranda McConnell to serve. Great tip from Kirsten Pinckney. That was so smart. Let's see the replay. So you can see there, actually, the middle blocker, number 11, Evan Taylor, actually releases with Tessa May. So some teams will do that strategically, as Tessa May has always been a very big threat for opposing teams against Simon Fraser. She probably leads the team in terms of hitting efficiency. So not a bad idea for MSUB to fully track Tessa May when she's in the front row. That essentially means that both their middle and their left side blocker. So in that case, it was Evan Taylor and Skylar Reed. They actually released outside with Tessa May on the step around, which left Kirsten Pinckney on the left side with just one blocker. So it's really smart for Julia Tays to have been able to see that. It takes a lot of talent to keep your eyes on the ball as well as your peripheral vision on the other team's blockers to see where they're going. So point for MSUB. Number 14, Riley Moore, back into the game for number 12, Katie Campbell. The score is 21-15 for Simon Fraser. And just wide from Skylar Reed. Simon Fraser up 22-15. Good pickup from Evan Taylor. Good slowdown from Simon Fraser's block. To Nicole Chevry on a 31. She looked a little bit late, or the set was a little low. Combination of both. Outside to Kirsten Pinckney. Great block from Riley Moore and Evan Taylor. Good roll shot. Great roll shot from Riley Moore. Score is 22-16 for Simon Fraser, as number 10, Taylor Sherman, coming into match for Skylar Reed.
Casey, 13 subs.
Good pass from Jamie Bratsburg to Nicole Chevrier with the kill, wide. Sorry, wide, I meant to say tool kill off the block and wide. Double substitutions for Simon Fraser. Katarina Dolge coming in to serve for Kirsten Pinckney, and Betsy DeBeer into the front row for Bianca Tay. Simon Fraser leads 23-16 in the second set. Good dig from Jamie Bratsburg, but they're going to call Nicole Chevrier on the net. Pass from Jamie Bratsburg outside to Betsy DeBeer with the tip. I think that was a little easy to read. Good dig from Tamara Clark. Good slow down from MSUB block. Tip, good read from Jamie Bratsburg outside to Betsy DeBeer. And a great swing. It looks like it was a little bit of a paintbrush or off-speed swing, so probably why that was able to score. And this will be set point for Simon Fraser as they're up 24-17 in the second set. And that is a long serve from Jamie Bratsburg. I think Gina Schmidt hates when her players miss after a timeout and on set or match point. So I think we've seen a bit of both tonight. A little bit of a scramble. Good up from Isela Alvarez. And that's a great block from Tamara Clark and Tessemae to finish the second set. So Simon Fraser takes the second set 25-18. We're going to take a 5-minute break, but we will be back. Thanks for watching SFU Volleyball on Clan TV.
Any day at SFU may feel like just another day. But any day here has enormous potential. The potential for something significant to happen. Like the day when you might find yourself engaging with the outside world. To create a lasting impact on many lives. Or the day when you might unearth something that inspires you to start a business. Or the day when you might become an instrument of change. Or discover where you belong. Or take advantage of an unconventional education. To become part of something huge. In fact, any day has the potential to have real impact. Because any day at SFU is not just any other day.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
Welcome back to SFU Volleyball on Clan TV. In case you're just tuning in, Simon Fraser took the first set 25-23 and then took the second set 25-18. So in the first set I was talking about in the first set I was talking about hitting percentages. MSUB had hit in the negatives. They were at -051 and Simon Fraser was at 106. Typically obviously the higher the better, but they were at, you want to be aiming for like 200 to 300 is a little bit more realistic. So both teams are not doing very well in their hitting efficiency. So in the second set, we saw both teams improve quite a bit. MSUB hit a 195 in the second set, but Simon Fraser hit a 302. So Simon Fraser, all their hitters are doing very well right now. Tamara Clark is hitting a 364. Betsy DeBeer is hitting a 320. Nicole Chevrier is at a 333. And Tessa May is at a 273. For MSUB, I think their top hitter right now is Riley Moore. She's at 235, followed by Evan Taylor, 200. And then Miranda McConnell with 182. So I think they will look to use their left sides a little bit more. So Maddie Vigil and Skylar Reed they're getting the most volume, but they're not hitting as efficient as their other hitters. So it would make more sense to kind of distribute to the other players, give them a few more chances to get some kills, and then let the outsides, Maddie Vigil and Skylar Reed, find their rhythm, and then let them score more points later on. For Simon Fraser, all their hitters are doing very well. Kirsten Pinckney and after the first set, dug herself into a bit of a hole. She was in the negatives, but she climbed out of it. She's now at a 0-3-1. So all the Simon Fraser hitters are on their way to hitting their ideal hitting percentages. And that's a great kill from Nicole Chevrier. Good dig from Katarina Dolge outside to Betsy DeBeer, and they're going to call Julia Tays on a double.
10-14. Good.
Substitution for MSUB, Taylor Sherman coming in to serve for Skylar Reed. Oh no, sorry, not for Skylar Reed, for Riley Moore. Decent pass, good fix from the setter, and just long from Maddie Vigil. That's a good recovery from Simon Fraser. They got a little lucky there. Great dig cross court. A setter down. Good pickup from Janie Bratsberg to Betsy DeBeer. And just long. Simon Fraser leading by 1, 3-2. Good pass from Katarina Dolge to Tessa May on the step round. Great kill down the line. That's a great switch up. Tessa May, all of her steps so far have been going cross court. So that's a good way to keep their other defenders honest. And substitution for Simon Fraser, Bianca Tay into serve for Betsy DeBeer, and Kirsten Pinckney in the front row for Katarina Dolge. Good pass, great run, good pickup from Jamie Bratsburg. High ball from Tessa May, great dig from Alexis Smythe. Good pickup from Kirsten Pinckney. Back to her, just an inside ball. That's a great run from Kirsten Pinckney. Good pass to attack. You can see there she had to play the ball inside. Sometimes hitters who are in the front row but have to take that first ball won't. They'll just go out in transition. So good for Kirsten Pinckney stepping in, making the play on the first contact, and then being able to audible the call into an inside set. Great dig from Taylor Sherman. Great tip from Kirsten Pinckney. Way to keep MSUB's defense guessing. Good pass from Bianca Tay to Tessa May on the step around. That's a great kill. MSUB will also be called on the net. That's number 13, Miranda McConnell, getting the call. Simon Fraser taking off on a bit of a lead here, 7-2 in the third set.
Go ahead, 12 for 9.
Substitution for MSUB, number 12, Katie Campbell in for Skylar Reed. Great block from Simon Fraser, good pickup, good coverage from MSUB. Tessa May on the step around. Oh, that's a great touch from number 10, Taylor Sherman. She was almost there. And the block was not really set either, so that's a very scary place to dig, especially against a hitter like Tessa May. Scores 8-3 for Simon Fraser.
Go ahead, ladies.
Outside to Kirsten Pinckney. Referee will be calling Julia Tays on a double. It's tough. I don't know if you can see in your screen, but it's a bit of a hard angle on a pass like that. It's low and flat and behind the setter. It doesn't give Julia Tays enough time to actually get her feet there, so she will have to, on that one where she had a double call, she actually would have had to change her hand placement and move her hands a little bit further back. And as soon as you take the ball anywhere else than your midline, it significantly increases your chances to be called on the double. Scores 10-5 for Simon Fraser with Julia Tays serving. An overpass, easy kill for Tamara Clark.
Timeout 11.
That's a great replay. So Tamara Clark being a great offensive threat. And that's Casey William taking her first timeout of the third set as Simon Fraser leads 11-5. So it's still really early on in the third set, but Casey Williams will look to try and shut down their momentum sooner rather than later to give MSUB a chance to come back here, as Simon Fraser does lead the match 2-0. So this is a do or die set for MSUB. Good dig from Julia Tays. Tamara Clark stepping in. Great set. Good slowdown from MSUB block. Good fix from number 13, Miranda McConnell. Substitution for MSUB, number 8, Bailey Monk coming in to serve for number 13, Miranda McConnell. Long point for MSUB. They're catching up slightly. Scores 11-7 for Simon Fraser. Kirsten Pinckney able to keep the ball in play. Great pickup from Jamie Bratsberg. Behind to Tamara Clark. Great up from number 12, Katie Campbell. Good block coverage. Good up from Jamie Bratsberg. Tight ball. Not much Tamara Clark could have done there. A bit of a trap set. So point for MSUB. They're now within 3 of Simon Fraser. Score is 11-8. Lucky for Simon Fraser, double substitutions will be coming in. Katerina Dolge serving for Kirsten Pinckney, and Betsy DeBeer coming into the front row for Bianca Tay. Good up from Katerina Dolge, giving it Julia Tays enough time to chase it down. And a great kill from Evan Taylor, just using Simon Fraser's block for the tool kill. Substitution for MSUB. Skylar Reed is back in for Katie Campbell in the front row. And score is now 12-9 for Simon Fraser. Good pickup from Jamie Bratsberg. And Julia Tays getting called on another double. A few more than usual for Julia Tays, so I'm sure that's a little frustrating for her. Substitution for MSUB, number 10, Taylor Sherman, in for Riley Moore. Good block from Tessa May. Great play from Maddie Vigil. MSUB within 2 now, 13-11 for Simon Fraser. Great kill cross court from Betsy DeBeer. See the replay. That deep corner is always a good spot. Typically that's where the corner or the defender in 5 and then the defender in 6 would need to overlap a little bit. And that's a great kill from Julia Tays. Not many setters can do that, especially with their right hand. That is a phenomenal play from Julia Tays. And great kill from Skylar Reed. SFU Tessa May is also being called on the net. Good pickup from Julia Tays. MSUB keeping the ball alive. Good dig from Katarina Dolge. Tessa May across court on the step around. Great kill. That's a great set from Julia Tays. She established herself a few plays ago on that on the attack. And then you can see for MSUB, some of their blockers stayed on her, leaving Tessa May with a lot larger of an area to swing at. That's a great kill from Miranda McConnell. She's been scoring really well on some 31s and some steps, so Simon Fraser should look to shut that down a little bit better. Substitution, number 12, Katie Campbell, coming in to serve for Skylar Reed. Simon Fraser leading 16-13. Great kill from Tessa May, tooling the outside block. Simon Fraser leading now 17-13 in the third set as they lead 2-0 in the match. Maddie Vigil with a kill. That would just, Simon Fraser blockers just need to press their inside hand, so their left hand in a little bit more to cut off that ankle. Otherwise, they were right there. 17-14 for Simon Fraser. Good tip from Nicole Chevrier. Kirsten Pinckney, great swing from Kirsten Pinckney. Scores now 18-14 for Simon Fraser. Good set. And that's in. You don't see that too often. Essentially, most people would still try and take a swing at that, but in hindsight, giving them a free ball, a strategic free ball, can definitely be more effective than just an easy roll shot. So smart play for MSUB. And that's an ace serve, so MSUB will now fall within 2 points of Simon Fraser. 18-16 for SFU. Gina Schmidt still has both her timeouts remaining. Casey Williams only has one. Good pass from Bianca Tay to Tamara Clark. Looked like some missed timing there. Good dig from Jamie Bratsberg. Outside to Kirsten Pinckney. Great up from Riley Moore. Free ball from MSUB to Kirsten Pinckney again, and that's a great kill. I don't know if you can see, but I don't think number 7 Alexis Smythe was fully there and like balanced on the block. So really good timing for Kirsten Pinckney to take advantage of that. Double substitutions for Simon Fraser. Katarina Dolge in to serve for Kirsten Pinckney, and Betsy DeBeer in front row for Bianca Tay. Good up from Jamie Bratsberg, outside to Betsy DeBeer. Great dig from a cross-court swing. And that's a great kill from number 11, Evan Taylor. You can see there Nicole Chevrier's hands just weren't quite fully pressed over the net. Sometimes in those cases it's better to not put your hands up at all than to potentially just have your hands up and be kind of taken advantage of by off like a tool kill for MSUB. And that's just long for Simon Fraser. So MSUB now falling within 1, scores 19-18 for SFU. point for Simon Fraser as they're now up by 2, 20-18 in the third set. X-ball, and that's a kill from Riley Moore. Again, Simon Fraser's block just needing to press over the net a little bit better, and they would have had that block for sure. Substitution for MSUB, number 10, Taylor Sherman, and for number 14, Riley Moore, as the score is 20-19 for Simon Fraser. And that's an ace serve for number 10, Taylor Sherman. And that will be Gina Schmidt's first time out of the third set as the score is all tied up at 20-20. I think one thing MSUB has been doing really well tonight, if you notice, their coach is giving them serving targets, and it tends to always be to take out Simon Fraser's front row left side. So essentially, when Simon Fraser is on serve receive, they would have the libero, one of their defensive specialists, whether that's Katerina Dolge or Bianca Tay, and then the front row left side, either Betsy DeBeer or Kristen Pinckney need to pull back and pass. MSUB has been targeting that front row left side player. A lot of teams will do that because hitters now have to think about passing and then transitioning outside to attack. It's just more things to think about. But in some cases, I think in MSUB's case, right now, in this point in the match, it tires them out a little bit more because they don't have as much time, so they have to hurry a little bit more, and over the course of a match, it can definitely add up. And again, pass from Betsy DeBeer to Tessa May on the step around, and that's a great kill off the block. That's what Simon Fraser needed. Tamara Clark serving for Simon Fraser as they lead 21-20. Great serve from Tamara Clark. Good pickup from Katerina Dolge to Tessa May. And that's a great kill from Tessa May. And Casey Williams will be taking her second and final timeout of the third set.
Timeout Montana, scores 20.
So Simon Fraser's upcoming games are Thursday, October 4th at 7 p.m. It will be at Western Oregon University. And Saturday, October 6th at 2 p.m. And that is against Concordia University Cavaliers in Oregon. Simon Fraser's next home game will be Thursday, October 11th at 7 p.m. here in the West Gym against Northwest Nazarene Nighthawks. So scores 22-20 for Simon Fraser. They're up 2-0. So this is a do-or-die set for MSUB. We've seen them just recently have a pretty big comeback. I think they were down 11-5 earlier on in this set. So MSUB is definitely fighting back. Simon Fraser, though, I think they've been in a lot of kind of tight matches lately. So I think they'll try and gut it out and not shy away from taking this match in 3. Good dig from Tamara Clark, outside to Betsy DeBeer. Great spin cross court. That's a great dig from Taylor Sherman. A roll shot, good pickup from Katerina Dolge. Normally someone in 6 back would not be responsible for that ball, so it's a great read from defensive specialist Katerina Dolge. And nice to see Tessa May capitalizing on the rally, earning the point for Simon Fraser as they're now up 23-20. And MSUB is all out of timeouts. They might try and do a substitution to slow down the match, but otherwise this will be it. And that's out of bounds from Skylar Reed. They moved her to the right side in this set and moved Riley Moore out to the left side. It's been working fairly well, but not on that last rally. And that will be the match for Simon Fraser. That's a very unfortunate way for MSUB to end. So Simon Fraser takes the match 3-0, with the last set being 25-20. Thanks Thanks so much for watching SFU Volleyball. We'll see you next time.